Let's try this Merit Stick Foundation. First, I like to use a good primer for dry skin. I'm on Accutane right now, so my skin is extra dry and it really helps to set my skin before I try to apply any foundation. I go directly on my skin with their lightest color, Bone. I wish they had one lighter color. This is just a tad bit dark for me, but I make it work. On this side, I use a brush, which is probably my favorite way to apply it, but I just love brushes anyway. And then on this side, I'm going to use my big Stands Out sponge. Either way works, it's just what you prefer. This side brush, this side sponge. I like to finish the whole thing off with this dry sponge. You can see up close, I still have some texture. This is very, very emollient. I find I really need powder for this. I'm going to also try the Merit mascara. It's good, but it's awfully expensive for what you get. Still, nothing wrong with it. It's your typical tubing mascara. What I really like is their cream blushes. You can put it on your hand, just like I did, and put a very, very light application, which looks very natural. It just looks like you're flushed. You can go a lot heavier, which is what I end up doing in this video. Maybe a little too heavy. I did end up taking some off later. So this side is what it looks like when you apply it with a brush. You can really fan it out. You can get it heavy, light. I think this still looks fairly natural. And then the other side, I am going to do directly on my face and use my fingers to spread it out. I think I slightly prefer the finger method, but honestly, they're both good. I think the finger method looks a little more natural. There's less of a line right underneath my eye. But either way, looks really, really good. This is a very, very thin but extremely buildable formula. It's shiny and it is very, very pretty. I like that it is so versatile and can look very natural. You can also obviously use it on your lips. Very, very soft, very comfortable. It's like a lip gloss. And here's what it looks like if you start to go ham with it, which is what I did. I don't know. Some people like a lot of blush, so here you go. This is showing you how intense you really can build these up to. I mean, some of these kind of cream blushes, you really can't. All right, so here's what it looks like right after I applied it in natural light. You can see I'm very shiny. I have a bit of a highlighter on at the time, so it's not just this product that is doing that. You can see a little bit of texture, mostly because I have that highlighter on, and honestly, I have a little bit of texture, and the light is very unforgiving. I'm almost 50 years old. You're gonna see a little bit of texture. So this is natural light downstairs, harsh, cool light. If you look real close, there's that texture, but it still looks very, very natural. Here's a little bit warmer light. Now, this is the afternoon at pickup. You can see it is starting to break up a little bit, but this is many hours later. 5 hours to be exact, and that lighting was super harsh. Now it is me at home, same amount of time. I don't look particularly greasy, but also it looks like now, here is 8 hours later, you can see it just seems to have worn off mostly, which I'm okay with as long as it wears off in a nice, natural way. Also, it is super easy to touch up because this is such a creamy, creamy formula. So what I did is, this is probably 9-10 hours later, I just went in with a little bit extra for some more coverage and powdered it a little bit after I was done with this, and it really refreshed it back to the point where it looked like it was brand new. It's just a really great formula. Super easy, especially if you don't like messing with foundation and you want a natural look. I highly recommend this, especially because I don't usually like stick formulas, and this is a really, really good one. It's different than the other ones. I even liked this when I had oily skin, but it's even better for dry skin.